Thanks for joining us on Centricom Channel 10, Local10.tv, as the 2A and 3A state softball tournament continues. 3A state side right here, South Summit taking on Providence Hall. Providence Hall at bat. And, of course, the leadoff batter got a single to right field. Stole a couple bases to third base. That is Bailey Davis at third. At the plate is the number 2 hitter, Lakin Elliott. Lakin, the left-handed hitter, trying to give Providence Hall a 1-0 lead over the South Summit Lady Wildcats. Here's the pitch on the way in the top of the first. That's inside. Gets by the catcher. Here comes the run home, and she gets in safely without a slide as the catcher had a problem picking up the ball. And it's 1-0 Providence Hall as Bailey Davis steals 3 bases to get home. Well, that was a pass ball, so she came home on the pass ball. Not really a stolen base, but 1-0 Providence Hall leads South Summit. The Wildcats of South Summit were beaten by Union 12-1 in the previous game. Providence Hall has fought their way through the elimination bracket after losing to Grantsville 10-0. Providence Hall beat American Leadership, I believe. Yes, American Leadership 20-6 into this game against South Summit. There's a pitch, and that's ball 3. 3-1 to Lakin. Lakin hits the ball over the head of the pitcher, bounces in, and she's going to get a base hit as she beats the throw, and the throw goes wild, and she'll head to second. So Lakin Elliott with a single and then an overthrow, and she gets to second base, and South Summit really struggling from the field. So the North Sanpete Hawks lose the game prior to this one. And they're playing Juab in an elimination game right now. There's a pitch, swing, and a foul ball by the next batter, J.C. War. Randony Janovich. There's a hit, base hit to center field for Providence Hall. A runner will come around third base and be held there. And now a base hit by J.C. War. First and third for Providence Hall. They lead 1-0 here in the top of the first inning.
Next batter,
nobody out.
19, Caitlin Franz.
Caitlin Franz is up to bat. There's a steal down to second, cut off by the shortstop, throw back to third, no, a fake throw. And now second and third as a stolen base is recorded by J.C. War. So runners at second and third, a base hit by Caitlin Franz will score 2 possibly. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Nice job that time by the pitcher of the South Summit Wildcats, Lewis. Runner at third is Lakin Elliott. Runner at second is J.C. War. Here's the pitch to Caitlin Franz. Swing and a foul ball back beyond the backstop, out of play. There's a pitch, swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw home is offline. And coming in to score, Providence Hall's player at third, Lakin Elliott. So Providence Hall with 2 runs in the top of the first inning lead South Summit 2-0, and still nobody out. Emma Franz is up now.
Now batting number 13, Emma Franz.
Here's the pitch from South Summit. Swinging a ground ball, base hit between third and short. Another run will score for Providence Hall. And Providence Hall has first and second with nobody out as they continue the onslaught. 5 straight base hits on the South Summit pitcher. And 3-0 our score as the runner from third comes in. J.C. War. Here's the pitch to the next batter, Audrey Eckhart. Audrey hits a base hit to right field, and the bases are jammed as the runner is held at third. 6 straight base hits to start the game.
Base hit by number 9, Audrey Eckhart.
For the Providence Hall team.
Batter number 12, Janetta Mendel.
And a timeout for South Summit. We'll take a break here on Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world.
Welcome back once again here on Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena broadcasting live. Levi Naylor with us as well, our producer today. 3-0 Providence Hall leads South Summit, top of the first. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a pop-up in the infield. Coming in is the shortstop. Third baseman calls her off and makes the catch for South Summit for the first out of the inning with the bases loaded of Patriots.
Next batter, number 16, Randini Dejanovic.
Here's the pitch and swinging a foul back to Randini Danjanovic. Not as good as our PA announcer here, as she pronounced that name, just rolled right off her tongue. 3-0, the Patriots lead the Wildcats. Top of the first inning, 1 out. Bases juiced with Patriots, and at the plate, Danjanovic. Here's the pitch, swung on. That one's lined foul, first base side, hits the fence in front of the dugout of the South Summit Wildcats. Well, just to get you up to date on some of the games that took place today, we had Grantsville beating South Sevier 13-3. Manti beat Grand 11-1. North San Pete lost to Carbon 15-14 in an upset. And Union beat South Summit 12-1. Here's the pitch, swung on. That one's lifted down the line, right field, but goes foul for Danjanovic. And right now in the elimination bracket, we've got this game between South Summit and Providence Hall, and North San Pete is facing Juab in an elimination game. Danjanovic, the 0-2 pitch with 1 out, comes, and that's high for a ball. The Providence Hall Patriots started off with 6 straight base hits to score 3 runs in this game in the top of the first inning. Their first out, a pop out to the third baseman. Here's the pitch to Danjanovic. Strike 3 called. And Abby Drews, the number 9 hitter, will come up for Providence Hall.
Now batting number 6, center fielder Abby Drews.
Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Base is jammed with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a shot to the third baseman off the glove and fair. And 1 run comes around to score. Another run comes in for Providence Hall, and that's going to be a double off the glove of the third baseman in fair territory for Providence Hall as they tack on 2 more runs. Abby Drews with a big bases loaded double. Score is 2 runs. And runners at second and third. Providence Hall leads South Summit by a score of 5-0. And now up at the plate is
Next
Bailey
batter,
Davis.
number 4, Bailey Davis.
So Providence Hall has batted around in the first inning. There's a pitch, swung, ground ball, right back to the pitcher, throw to first, out. South Summit finally out of the inning, but not before Providence Hall scores 5 runs in the top half of the inning on 5 straight base hits, make it 6 straight base hits to start the game here in Spanish Fork, Utah. We'll take a break here on Centricom Channel 10. Be back after this.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
First batter for South Summit, number 9, Elena Hansen.
Up to bat for South Summit in the bottom half of the first inning, trailing 5-0 to Providence Hall, is going to be Elena Hansen. Left-handed batter for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up to the infield. It's going to be caught by the pitcher, Audrey Eckhart. One out in the inning for South Summit. Another left-handed batter's up.
Number 10, Grace Olson.
Grace Olson is at the plate now for the Lady Wildcats. She hits the ball in the air, and the catcher diving for it, can't get to it in foul territory. So that'll be a strike. On deck is Cassidy Horton. And then if they can get to her, the cleanup hitter, Bailey Cernich. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball, I believe. I'm not sure. I missed it. I was looking down. 1-1. One out here. 5-0 Providence Hall after 5 first-run innings in the top half of the inning. Wildcats at South Summit now with a bunt laid down, rolling foul for Olson. Thanks for joining us on Centricom Channel 10, Local 10.tv. A special thanks to our sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products, our gold sponsors. And here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul into the screen. 1-2 count on the South Summit batter, Grace Olson. Bottom of the first inning. Winner will move on to play the winner of the North Sanpete Juab game later on this evening at 6 p.m. Here's the pitch on the way from Providence Hall. That's high for a ball. Here's the pitch again from Providence Hall, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Pulls the count full for the South Summit hitter, Grace Olson. Her team down 5-0. Rocking and firing from the circle. Audrey Eckhart fires a pitch, and that's going to be ball 4. So South Summit with a base runner on.
Next batter,
Cassidy
number
Horton
15, shortstop,
will be at the
Cassidy
plate.
Horton.
Mike Trena alongside Levi Naylor bringing you this broadcast on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv. Levi Naylor, the producer extraordinaire, running the board for us. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a drilled shot to left field, but that's foul. Man, that was crushed. Would have been out of the park had it been fair on that pulled shot that time by Cassidy Horton. The right-handed batter in there. Cassidy Horton looks at the pitch on the way from Eckhart. That's going to be low, bounces. The runner will go to second base on the missed opportunity by the catcher. So Grace Olson at second in scoring position for Cassidy Horton. But the Wildcats are down 5-0, giving a 5-spot lead to Providence Hall in the top half of the first. Eckhart wheels from the circle and fires. Inside for a strike. Got the corner. Nice pitch by Eckhart. Here's the Eckhart pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. Oh, she got a piece of it just to stay alive as she tipped it into the dirt. Thanks to our silver sponsors, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, and Azomite, as well as Jones & DeMille Engineering. Here's the pitch, swing, and a pop-up to the infield. Second baseman going behind first base to make the play, and she couldn't make it. As the runner goes to third, that was in fair territory. The throw goes to third, and now the Wildcats have runners at first and third. What an effort by the second baseman, J.C. Moore, as she was on her horse to get over there. Just made it just in time with the underhand basket catch, but it just popped out as she stretched out on the run, and it falls from her glove, and it's a good base hit. I don't think you call that one an error. She was on a dead run after that ball and was hustling hard. And so a base hit will record for Cassidy Horton. Here's the pitch on the way to Cernich, and Horton will go down to second base on the throw. Bailey Cernich, the number 4 hitter for the South Summit Wildcats. Here's the delivery from Eckhart. That one's low, goes through the legs on the 5-hole of the catcher and trying to slide in. Tagged as the catcher gets it, comes back and tags Grace Olson out. Cassidy Horton does go to third on the play, but now there's 2 outs for the Wildcats. Bailey Cernich now at the plate. 5-0. Providence Hall still leading. Here's a pitch. That's over for a strike. There's a pitch, swing, and a foul ball back to the screen. $5-0 in the bottom of the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter. Bailey Cernich. Here's the pitch, swing, and a foul back over the backstop, out of play. And retreating back to third base is Cassidy Horton, the base runner. And another elimination game in Class 2A is Duchesne 14 in their game as they are pounding the heck out of the ball against the Roland Hall Winged Lions. Here's the pitch here from Eckhart from Providence Hall, and holding up on the swing was the batter, Bailey Cernich, on a very close pitch that could have been called a strike, and a strikeout pitch right there. So with 2 outs, the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cernich ready for the pitch from Eckhart, and that is low for a ball. A walk issued by Eckhart with 2 outs. Puts runners at the corners, and Amy Lair will come up for the South Summit Wildcats here in the bottom of the first inning.
Next batter, number 3 catcher, Amy Laird.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a line shot over the third baseman's head for a base hit. Coming in to score will be Cassidy Horton. And the Wildcats with first and second. And they've broken through and scored a run. And we have a timeout for a shoe tying incident over there in the shortstop. Shortstop gets her shoe tied. Nice job by Bailey Davis to get the rabbit ears going out there on that shoe.
Next batter, number 2, Cassidy Eiding.
Eiding at the plate, the left-handed hitter is swinging a foul back to the screen for Cassidy. 6-hitter for South Summit. Runners at first and second for the Wildcats. They trail Providence Hall by a score of 5-1. Here's the pitch on the way, outside for another ball. Runners at first and second for the Wildcats. There's the delivery, swing and a ground ball to the first base side in the hole between first and second. Coming around to score, one of the Wildcats. She will come in and touch the plate. That will be Bailey Cernich. And the Wildcats have cut the lead to 5-2 on a base hit in the hole between first and second by Cassidy Eiding. So a 2-out rally.
Next up, number 14, Brooklyn Tuttle.
Cassidy Tuttle at the plate now. Here's the pitch from Eckhart. High for ball. Runner goes to second easily. There's the throw to third off the third baseman's glove into the runner, but she's on the bag, so no play. 5-2. Providence Hall leads South Summit. South Summit a chance for a base hit with 2 outs to score 2 as they have runners at second and third. Here's the pitch from Eckhart. Swung on, fouled back into the screen for strike 1. On deck for the Wildcats is Logan Clegg. Brooklyn Tuttle at the plate right now. Brooklyn Tuttle from the right side of the plate gets the pitch, and that's high in for a ball. And now at the plate with runners at second and third, a 2-2 count with 2 outs is going to be Brooklyn Tuttle. Tuttle gets the pitch from Eckhart. On the way, swinging a foul ball back into the screen again. Eckhart in the circle for the pitch. She is ready to go. Audrey fires. There's an off-speed delivery. Fouled back over the backstop, out of play for Brooklyn Tuttle. Playing third base for the South Summit Wildcats. Wildcats have put up 2 runs here in the bottom half of the first after giving up 5 runs in the first inning in the top half to Providence Hall. Right now, runners at second and third for the Wildcats, 2 outs. Tuttle with 1 swing of the bat can make it a 1-run game. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul ball again, third base side, out of play. Millard has won their game in the 2A ranks as they beat Kanab 15-0 and move on to play the winner of the Duchesne Roland Hall game. There's another pitch, and I believe that's a ball. We'll see what the umpire signals here as Eckhart hits the rubber and is ready to go. No signal from the ump. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a line shot off the glove of the third baseman into left field for a base hit. 1 run comes in for the South Summit Wildcats. 2 runs come in and a double. A 2-run double makes it a 5-4 game by Brooklyn Tuttle. 2 RBIs for Brooklyn as Amy Lair and Cassidy Eiding come in. And now a base hit would tie the game as each team would score 5 runs in the first inning. Logan Clegg is at the plate. Here's the pitch from Eckhart. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And taking third base, sliding in safely, is Brooklyn Tuttle.
Now batting number 16, Logan Clegg.
Logan Clegg, the designated player. Caitlin Lewis plays, Caitlin Lewis is pitching, and she doesn't hit though. Logan Clegg will hit for her. There's a pitch over for a strike. Special thanks to Beaver Valley Hospital, our bronze sponsor for this tournament. Here's the pitch from Eckhart on the way, high for a ball. Here's the pitch on the way from Eckhart of Providence Hall. Swing and a miss at the plate for Logan Clegg. .3A state tournament here, 1-loss bracket. Loser is done for the season. Right now 5-4 is our score in favor of Providence Hall. At third base is Brooklyn Tuttle, who hit a double to score 2 runs. Amy Lair and Cassidy Eiding were on base. And now it's a pitch to Clegg, and she fouls it back. Two outs, 2-2 count to Logan Clegg. Runner at third base, 60 feet away. The tying run here in the bottom of the first. There's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for a strikeout. That'll end the inning as Eckhart gets the K on Logan Clegg. South Summit scores 4 runs in the bottom of the first. It's a 5-4 game as South Summit trailing Providence Hall. Coming up for the Providence Hall Patriots to start off the second inning, it'll be Lakin Elliott, J.C. War, and Caitlin Franz when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
First up for Providence Hall, number 2, Lakin Elliott.
We're back once again on Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena, play-by-play action here. And Levi Naylor running our board here. There's a swing and a ground ball by Lakin Elliott. Throw to first and made by the third baseman of the Wildcats, Brooklyn Tuttle. 1 gone here in the top of the second inning.
Next up, number 3, J.C. War.
J.C. War, who had a single in the first inning, 1 for 1 in the game. She also scored one of the first 5 runs to come across the plate in the game. She's at the plate, batting from the right side. 5-4, Providence Hall leads and is at bat. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. High hop, fielded there nicely, thrown to first for the out. Bailey Cernich with the catch and the throw over to first baseman Sadie Eiding.
Next batter, number 18, Caitlin Franz.
Caitlin Franz is at the plate. 5-4, the Providence Hall Patriots lead the South Summit Wildcats. Caitlin, one of back-to-back Franz hitters. There's the pitch, and that's over for a strike. Could be her sister Emma batting after her in the number 5 position. No balls and a strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. 5-4 our score. Providence Hall leading South Summit. Here's the pitch, swing, and a foul over the fence, first base side, into the stands, and out of play. Here's the pitch. That one's over the head of the catcher for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Pitching is Lewis, Caitlin Lewis for South Summit. She wheels and fires. Swinging a ground ball right at the third baseman, fielded there, thrown to first. Wild throw is going to be safe at first for the batter, Franz. Tough play that time by Brooklyn Tuttle. She made a good play with her glove, but a poor throw with the hand. And gives an error on the throw, and a base runner for Providence Hall. Caitlin Franz is on. That'll bring up Emma Franz.
Now batting number
Franz
13,
from the right
Emma
side.
Franz.
The runner at first, there's the pitch, and swung on, drilled to center field. A high fly ball coming in as the center fielder can't make the catch. Runners will go to the corners, as going to third is Franz. Staying at first is Franz. That's Emma at first and Caitlin at third. So back-to-back errors for the Wildcats give runners at the corners for the Providence Hall Patriots.
Now batting number 9, Audrey Eckhart.
Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back. Here's the pitch from Lewis in the circle for the Wildcats, trying to get out of a jam with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runners at the corners. There's a pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-handed hitter at the plate is Audrey Eckhart, the pitcher. Lewis fires for the South Summit Wildcats. Ground ball to the second baseman. Fielded there on a good hop. Throw to first. Out. And that is out of the inning for the Wildcats. As a nice 4-3 play by the second baseman Bailey Cernich as he fires it over to Sadie Eiding. That'll end the inning and the threat. 2 runners on. They're stranded. 5-4. Providence Hall leads South Summit here on Centricom Channel 10's coverage of the 3A State Softball Tournament from the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. We'll be back right after this.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Drs. B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
We're back on Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trainer broadcasting live here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. Levi Naylor, our producer for this game, as he is enjoying himself, sucking on a soda, working a computer right now. 5-4 Providence Hall leads. They're in the field. Here's the pitch to South Summit's first hitter of the inning, and that is
19,
Sadie Eiding. Here's the second pitch, a 1-0 delivery with nobody out. That's high for a ball. Eckhart has thrown 2 straight balls to the hitter. Sadie Eiding on deck, the top of the order with Elena Hansen. Here's the pitch from Eckhart, wheels and deals, swing and a miss. I may have tipped that just a little bit. She did. And that brings the count to 2 balls and a single strike. Started off a beautiful day for softball here at the Spanish Fork Complex with sunny skies, but we've got clouds move in. Look like a little rain in the backdrop here to the north. There's a shot to right field. That's going to, or left field, excuse me. A line shot goes foul, though, down the line. Providence Hall clinging to a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Most of the other games are finishing up. We do have North Stampede leading Juab 7-0. And on the other game, we have Duchesne clobbering the team they're playing 14-0. That is Roland Hall. Could be a 3-inning, 15-run game in that one. That one could be over quick. There's an out.
1 out takes us back to the top of the lineup. Now batting number 9.
Sadie Eiding strikes out. 1 out for the Wildcats. And Elena Hansen comes to the plate, the right fielder. Popped up to the first baseman first time up. Now she watches strike 1 go across the plate as she pulls back her bunt. Special thanks to Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azamite Jones & DeMille Engineering, and Juab County presenting Restless Heart in concert. There's a hit back to the pitcher. Throw is in the dirt. And going to second base is going to be Elena Hansen. She may have beaten the throw anyway. She has the speed, left-handed hitter in the box and gets out of there quickly. We'll call that a single with a throwing error just to make Elena's stats look a little better in the state tournament. Grace Olson will come to the plate. She walked and was thrown out at the plate. And then that's going to be a strike, as again a bunt shown by Grace Olson. Cassidy Horton is on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Providence Hall 5, South Summit 4, tying run at second for the Wildcats. Wildcat hitter is Grace Olson. Here's the delivery from Eckhart. Bunt is down, and she is going to beat it out at first base with the speed. Another base hit by South Summit that doesn't leave the infield. Getting to third base was Elena Hansen. Runners at the corners for the Wildcats, and you can bet
2 on base brings up number 15,
Cassidy Horton may be
shortstop
taking this
Cassidy
first
Horton.
pitch to allow Grace Olson to run down to second to put 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Eckhart. On the way, she squares around a bunt, pulls it back, and the runner will take second base. So base hit could give the Wildcats the lead here over Providence Hall. Cassidy Horton at the plate. Here's the pitch to Horton. Swung on. That is lifted to right field. A high fly ball. Trouble as it bounces in for a base hit. 1 run comes in. 2 runs will come in. The Wildcats lead 6-5 over Providence Hall on a double by Cassidy Horton. That ball was just placed perfectly into right field behind first base into the grass, and a long way to run for the right fielder on the play, Dan Janovich. She could not get there in time. So Cassidy Horton now 2 for 2 in the game
Batter number 17,
with a
Bailey
single
Frederick.
and a double. Here's the pitch to Cernich. Swing and a pop up. Third base side out of play. Into the stands. Elena Hansen and Grace Olson both score on that RBI double by Cassidy Horton. Here's the delivery from Eckhart. Lost her 5-0 lead here in the second inning. 6-5 Wildcats of South Summit. There's a pitch, nice pitch on the inside part of the plate, but it's too low for a ball. North Sanpete leading Juab 7-1 in the third inning in that 3A game. That's an elimination game as well. The winners of these two games will play each other at 6. There's a pitch, swing and a ground ball going to the third baseman, but wait, we have, I guess it went off the foot of the South Summit hitter. Here's the pitch by Eckhart. Audrey Eckhart in the circle, wheels and fires. High for a ball, stealing third base, sliding in safely is going to be Cassidy Horton, the second time she's stolen third base in this game. And with a 6-5 lead, South Summit looking to add to it with a runner at third base. Here's the delivery from Eckhart. It's going to hit the batter. Hit by pitch, getting first base is Bailey Cernich. So runners at first and third for the South Summit Wildcats, and Amy Lair, who has a single in the first and also has scored, will come to the plate. Amy Lair of South Summit looking to add to the Wildcats' 6-5 lead. They went down 5-0 in the first inning, have come all the way back in the second, leading 6-5. Audrey Eckhart pitches. That's going to be a ball. Diving back into third and safe is Horton. That was close. Eckhart in the circle, ready to deliver again. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. Nice pitch by Eckhart. Getting the batter to swing, Amy Lair. Runner at third is Horton. Runner at second is, there's the pitch. Ball, runner at second is Bailey Cernich. Amy Lair takes a ball. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Wildcats, right-handed hitter at the plate, swings and misses for strike 2. There's the delivery on the way, and that's going to be low for a ball. The count is full with runners at second and third. First base is open for the Providence Hall Patriots. So they could load the bases here, but that could be dangerous as well. Here's the pitch on the way, high for ball 4. Throw down to third base is going to get away, and South Summit will send the runner from third home. And the runner from second will round and come home. 2 runs will score for the Wildcats. And the runner goes to second on the walk. 8-5, South Summit leads. And a timeout on the hill for the Providence Hall Patriots. We'll take a break here. South Summit leads 8-5 here on Centricom Channel 10.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
And welcome back to action here on Local 10.tv, Centricom Channel 10. Our coverage of the 2A and 3A state softball tournaments here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. At the plate right now for the Wildcats is Cassidy Eiding. Eiding looks at the pitch, bunts the ball down, gets the runner to third. The throw to first is in time for the out. Sacrifice, getting the runner over to third base was Eiding. Good job. That'll bring up Brooklyn Tuttle to the plate with 2 outs and a chance to get
number 14, Brooklyn
the
Tuttle.
runner from third in, which is Amy Lair. Brooklyn Tuttle is 1 for 1 with a double. It was a 2 RBI double that she hit in the first inning. Here's the pitch on the way, leading 8-5 Wildcats. There's a swing and a lifted ball to right field. A high fly ball coming in is going to fall for another base hit, and the Wildcats will score another run. This could be a triple. Running over to third and getting in with a stand-up triple is going to be Brooklyn Tuttle. Amy Lair scores on the triple by Brooklyn Tuttle. Another well-placed ball into right field, as that was in no man's land behind first base and in the grass, and trying to get over there was the outfielder, Dan Janovich, but she had a long way to go, and the ball just dropped in for a base hit. Logan Clegg at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left field. That is tailing foul and out of play, I believe. Here's the pitch for Beckhart in the circle from Providence Hall, trailing 9-5. There's a swing, line shot over the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Another Wildcat run will score, and South Summit leads by a score of 9-5. Or 10-5, excuse me, after Brooklyn Tuttle comes in. Logan Clegg with a base hit.
Now batting number 19, Sadie Eiding.
10-5. Wildcats have scored 10 unanswered runs. Here we are in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the delivery. That's high for a ball. Bounces out of the glove. The runner from first goes down to second. So Logan Clegg at second. Sadie Eiding, who struck out to start off this inning, is at the plate. There's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Out of play. Behind the backstop. Sadie Eiding will be back in the box. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. South Summit 10, Providence Hall 5. 10 straight runs by South Summit after trailing 5-zip. Here's the pitch, high and for a ball. North Sanpete leading Juab in the 4th inning 7-1 in the other game in Class 3A in the elimination side of the bracket. Loser will be done for the season. Here's the pitch, and that is high for a ball. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball to left field. Lifted. The left fielder over there to make the catch, and that is the out to make it the end of the inning. But South Summit scores 6 runs in the inning and makes the score South Summit 10, Providence Hall 5. Coming up for the Patriots will be Janetta Mendel, Randunny Danjanovich, and Abby Drews when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
First up for Providence Hall, number 12, Janetta Mendel.
Back to action here. The Providence Hall Patriots at the plate, trailing 10-5 here on the top of the third inning. Leading off is Janetta Mendel. Mendel at the plate, looking at the pitch from Lewis, and that is going to be strike one on the outside part of the plate. There's a pitch swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Bad hop off the shortstop's wrist into center field for a hit.
Next batter, number 16, Randini Danjanovic.
And there's the pitch. That's in for a strike. 10-5. Providence Hall trailing the South Summit Wildcats. First base with a runner on is Janetta Mendel. Danjanovic hits a base hit to right field as it goes in over the second baseman's head. Throw to second. Got her! What a stretch by the shortstop. Playing like a first baseman. Stretches into the splits. Catches the ball from right field. And the out is recorded as she beats the throw, and thrown out at second is Janetta Mendel. That is a strange 9-6 out at second base. And Randini Danjanovic, instead of getting a single to right field, I guess is on the fielder's choice, gets on. That's a tough break. Abby Drews at the plate. There's the pitch, and that is going to be a steal down to second, and Danjanovic in there for a stolen base. So Duchesne beats Roland Hall 14-1 on the 2A side of the elimination bracket, and Millard will play Duchesne coming up at 6 o'clock tonight on field number 1. There's a ground ball hit to the third baseman off her wrist into the shortstop, and now first and third for Providence Hall, as Abby Drews gets a base hit. And back to the top of the order with Bailey Davis. Coming up here at 4 o'clock, we've got North Sevier playing Paiute in the 2A ranks, and Altamont playing Panguitch. Those two winners will play off at 6 o'clock tonight as well. On the 3A side, we've got these elimination games going on right now. South Summit leading Providence Hall. There's a steal down to second. The throw is not in time. The runner from third will come home and score. It's 10-6. Randini Danjanovic scores from third on the throw attempt to try to pick off the runner, stealing second. But Abby Drews is safe. Bailey Davis at the plate, batting left-handed. So North Sanpete leading Juab in that game by a score of 7-1 in the fourth inning. Here's the pitch, swing and a ground ball in the hole between first and second. Another base hit coming around second, going home to score. And in Providence Hall has another run as Abby Drews comes in. Bailey Davis with a base hit. So Providence Hall with 3 base hits in this inning. And with only 1 out, South Summit will take a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 10-7 our score. South Summit leading Providence Hall. We'll be back right after this.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff at Gruett National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
And welcome back. 10-7 our score after the timeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Knocks it down, throws it over to first, and Lakin Elliott is retired. Runner goes to third on the play. That is Bailey Davis. But another out recorded by South Summit. 2 outs in the inning. They lead 10-7. J.C. War. J.C. War 1 for 2 on the day. A single and a run scored in the first, and a ground out to the second baseman in the second inning. Here we are in the top of the third. Here's the pitch from Lewis. Swung on, fouled. Out of play, first base side, into the crowd. Coming up later on today, it'll be Grand taking on Delta on field number 3, and South Sevier playing San Juan on field number 4 in an elimination game in the one-loss bracket. North Sanpete leading Juab 7-1, and South Summit leading Providence Hall here 10-7. The winners of the South Summit Providence Hall game and the North Sanpete Juab game will play each other at 6 o'clock tonight for a chance to move on in the one-loss bracket. Runner at third for Providence Hall. There's the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball on the batter, J.C. War. On deck, Caitlin Franz and Emma Franz in the hole. Right now, Lewis trying to get out of the inning with 2 outs and an 0-1 pitch coming to War. It's on the way, swinging a ground ball to the third baseman, off the third baseman into foul territory. That'll be a base hit. And Providence Hall keeps the bats rolling with another base hit. Hard hit ball off of the third baseman, Brooklyn Tuttle. That'll bring Emma Franz to the plate. Or check that, Caitlin Franz.
Next batter, number 18, Caitlin Franz.
Here's the pitch, swung on. There's a shot to right field. Going to be caught by South Summit. That'll end the inning. So Providence Hall gets 2 runs in the inning and cuts the lead to 10-7 for South Summit. Coming up for the Lady Wildcats in the top half of the third inning, or bottom half of the third, excuse me, will be Elena Hansen, Grace Olson, and Cassidy Horton. That's when we come back here on Centricom Channel 10.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Starting off at the top of the lineup for South Summit, number 9, Elena Hansen.
Elena Hansen will lead off for the South Summit Wildcats to start off the bottom of the third, with South Summit leading Providence Hall 10-7 here at the 3A state tournament here on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv. Mike Trina, play-by-play, and Levi Naylor, our producer. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball back to the pitcher, fielded there, thrown to first base for the out, and retired is Elena Hansen. That'll bring up Grace Olson for the South Summit Wildcats.
Next batter, number 10, Grace Olson.
Here's the pitch from Eckhart. Wheeling and dealing. There's the bunt. It is down. First baseman fields it. Eckhart throws to first and in time for the second out. 2 putouts by the pitcher, Eckhart. Audrey doing a fine job at the pitcher's position in the field. And Cassidy Horton will come up. Cassidy's 2 for 2 with a single and a double and 2 runs scored for the South Summit Wildcats. Bailey Cernich is on deck. Audrey Eckhart wheeling and firing. Swinging a long shot, foul down the left field line. North Sanpete leading Juab 9-1 in the 4th inning now. North Sanpete lost in the winners bracket 15-14 to Carbon. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled back to the screen for the South Summit Wildcat hitter Cassidy Horton. Clouds over the field now. Sun has gone. It started off sunny today. Now rain in the distance. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a shot. Fly ball to left field. That's going to get out of play, I believe. Well, rain is forecasted for tomorrow and Saturday, threatening the games here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. We hope the rains come later after the games. Everything moves through quickly so we can get to our games in the afternoon tomorrow. Here's the pitch, swung on, popped up. First baseman coming in to make the play. The catcher going to the side and trying to make the catch but could not is number 2, Lakin Elliott. The catcher almost got there. No balls, 2 strikes on Cassidy Horton. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 10-7 our score. Wildcats leading the Patriots. Here's the delivery. Swing and a ground ball, foul again, third base side. Hot shot on the ground by Cassidy Horton. Two games left on the day. We've got the 4 p.m. game and then the 6 p.m. game going on. Those 2 slots are up in the 2A and 3A ranks. Both the 2A and 3A softball tournaments going on here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex simultaneously, as they did the first round games in the pod format last week. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a pop to left field. This one could get down for a base hit. It does. A base hit for Cassidy Horton. She's 3 for 3 in this game. She reaches safely for the 3rd time. And Bailey Cernich will come to the plate. She has not had an official at-bat. She's walked and been hit by a pitch. And she scored twice in this game. Cernich, the right-handed hitter, facing Audrey Eckhart's pitch. Going for second is Cassidy Horton. They're not going to catch her. She's got some wheels, folks.
Now at the plate,
she
number
steals
17,
second.
Bailey Cernich.
Cassidy Horton will likely take off for third. She's stolen third base twice in this game already. May not be taking off on the first pitch, though. We'll see. Here's the pitch, swung on. That one is popped to left field. And it's in foul territory, and not getting to it was the shortstop. So a long strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 10-7, South Summit leads the Providence Hall Patriots. Thanks again to our gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. Beaver Valley Hospital, our bronze sponsor. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. Good pitch there by Eckhart. Little off-speed delivery there, and Bailey Cernich went for it. Cernich down to her last strike. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Eckhart, with Horton at second for South Summit. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a ball. 2-2. Ready to go is Eckhart in the circle again. She fires the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. Third base side again by Bailey Cernich. Amy Lair is on deck. Cassidy Eiting is in the hole. Amy Lair is 1 for 1 in the game with 2 runs scored. Cassidy Eiding is 1 for 2 in the game with a run scored. Audrey Eckhart wheels and fires. Swing and a fly ball, tailing foul, third base side out of play. In the third inning, bottom half, South Summit trailed 5-0 to start the game. They came back and took the lead 10-5. It's now 10-7. Wildcats with a runner at second, 2 outs. There's a shot to left field, lifted high and drifting foul again. That had enough distance to possibly be a home run ball, but it goes to the foul side of the pole. North St. Pete leading Juab 9-1 in the fourth inning. Jeff Sanders on the call on that one, on the play-by-play. There's a pitch swung on and fouled, out of play again. Bailey Cernich is battling Audrey Eckhart. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Now, ball gets away and rounding third on the plate, going home and sliding in is Cassidy Horton. And the throw to second is late. So a strikeout for Eckhart, but the catcher can't hang on to the ball. The runner goes to first, gets on the overthrow. Cassidy Horton scores, coming around second, or coming around third, and the Wildcats lead 11-7. Strange play there. So now the Wildcats with a runner on second base. There's the ground ball to the third baseman. Throw to first on the hit, and that's an out. Nice play that time by the third baseman as Janetta Mendel fires the ball to first baseman Caitlin Franz, and going down Amy Lair on the ground out. But South Summit gets one back. It's 11-7 Wildcats over the Patriots as we head to the top half of the fourth inning. And coming up for Providence Hall, we'll have Emma Franz, Audrey Eckhart, and Janetta Mendel when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
First batter for Providence Hall is going to be number 13, Emma Franz.
Back again, Mike Trena, Levi Naylor with you on the board as the South Summit Wildcats lead the Providence Hall Patriots 11-7 here in the top of the fourth inning. Emma Franz will bat from the right side of the plate. Emma's 1 for 2. On base twice, though, as she reached on an error last time up in the second inning. In the circle pitching is Lewis. Caitlin Lewis fires the pitch. That's swung on and fouled back to the screen. for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 11-7 our score here in the 4th inning. Cloudy skies now at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex in Spanish Fork, Utah. Here's the delivery. Swung on. That is popped up first base side and getting to it. The first baseman making the catch. A great job over there by Sadie Eiding. Retiring the batter, Emma Franz. That'll bring up Audrey Eckhart, the pitcher of Providence Hall. Well, set up for tomorrow is the quarterfinals for Class 2A and 3A. For 3A at 2 p.m., Grantsville plays Manti, and then at 2 p.m., Carbon plays Union. For Class 2A, Gunnison plays Enterprise at 2 p.m., and then Beaver plays Parowan in the quarterfinals at 2 p.m. Elimination bracket action still going on for this afternoon and this evening as well. Here's the pitch from Lewis. Swung on, ground ball down the line, first base line for a base hit. Right down the line for Cassidy, or check that, Audrey Eckhart, and she's on for the base hit. Janetta Mendel will come to the plate.
Now batting number 12, Janetta Mendel.
Mendel is 1 for 2 in the game, has a base hit, and popped out to the third baseman in the first inning. She got that base hit in the 3rd inning. We're in the top of the 4th. It's South Summit 11, Providence Hall 7. There's the pitch, and that is over for a strike by Lewis. Here's the pitch on the way from Lewis. Delivered, swung on, off the end of the bat, right back to the pitcher. Lewis is going to fire to first, low, and that is going to be an error on the throw. And runners at the corners for Providence Hall. Janetta Mendel reaches on an error by the pitcher on the throw, so first and third for the Patriots with 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
Stars and
batter number 16, Randony Dojanovic.
Randony Danjanovitz at the plate, the right-handed batter, swings and hits a base hit up the middle. 1 run will score from third base. Coming in to score is Audrey Eckhart. So runners at first and second for Patriots of Providence Hall. 11-8, they're inching closer to the South Summit Wildcats. 11-8 here in the top of the 4th inning. Up to the plate is Abby Drews. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. And a run scored. Here's the delivery on the way. Swung on, that's fouled back over the backstop, out of play. Here's the pitch. Over for a strike. Nice job by Caitlin Lewis. (11-8) our score. South Summit leading. There's a shot into the screen again for another foul and a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. It's 11-8 in favor of South Summit. But Providence Hall has runners at first and second. A home run here would tie the game at 11. Question is, does Abby Drews have it in her to put it over the wall? There's the swing and shot to right center field. That's going to be the second baseman as it dies. And the out is caught on the pop-up to the second baseman, Bailey Cernich. So Abby Drews is retired. There are 2 outs here
Back to the top of the lineup
in the top of the 4th, and Bailey Davis will come up. Number 1 hitter, the leadoff hitter for the Patriots. Caitlin Lewis wheels and fires outside for a ball. Here's the pitch on the way from Lewis again. On the way, swing and a shot to the shortstop, and she misses it on the air, and the bases are loaded with Patriots. So Janetta Mendel at third. Brandoni and Janovich is at second. Bailey Davis at first. And at the plate is catcher Lakin Elliott. Lakin is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in the first inning. Elliott swings and misses with 2 outs here with the bases loaded. Lewis for South Summit fires again. That one is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. As Lakin Elliott swats at that one and misses. One strike to get out of the inning. There's the pitch outside for a ball from Lewis. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom, or top half of the fourth inning. Coming up in the bottom, we'll have for the Wildcats, Cassidy Eiting, Brooklyn Tuttle, and Logan Clegg. Here's the pitch. Swing and a shot foul. Third base side out of play. You're watching coverage of the 3A State Softball Tournament from the Spanish Fork Softball Complex here on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv. Here's the Lewis pitch from South Summit, swung on, fouled. Late swing by Lakin Elliott, foul. Bases loaded with Patriots with 2 outs. Here's the delivery on the way. Elliott's going to hit it to center field on a fly ball. This could end the inning. It is caught by the center fielder of the Wildcats and brought in, and that is going to end the inning as the South Summit Wildcats hold the Patriots to 1 run here in the bottom of the, or top of the fourth inning, and it's 11-8 in favor of South Summit. They'll bring up to bat in the bottom half of the inning Cassidy Eiting, Brooklyn Tuttle, and Logan Clegg when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Back once again on Centricom Channel 10. Mike Traina broadcasting live here on Channel 10 and Local10.tv as the South Summit Wildcats lead the Providence Hall Patriots 11-8 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Left-handed hitter up for South Summit, Cassidy Eiting. Cassidy, of course, is 1 for 2 in the game. Grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning and then hit a double, a 2 RBI double. Or check that, a single, and she scored on a 2 RBI double by Brooklyn Tuttle. So Eiting at the plate, takes ball 1. Open stance for Eiting. Here's the delivery to the left-handed hitter. She swings and swats it foul. Little pop-up third base side out of play. Well, it stays in play, but no chance for the players to get it. At the plate, Eiting again, ready to go. Cassidy looks at the pitch from Eckhart. Swing and a line shot to center field for a base hit. Slipping down is the center fielder. That ball is going to get to the wall. Rounding first, going to second, is going to be Eiting with a stand-up double.
next batter, number 14, Brooklyn Tuttle.
Brooklyn Tuttle comes to the plate from the right-hand side of the plate. No outs, runner in scoring position at second. Tuttle set to go. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. A little windy now and cloudy with some rain in the backdrop. Here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex, side of the 2A and 3A state softball tournament. It was good weather for the championship side of the bracket. Gets kind of nasty for the elimination side of the bracket. There's a shot foul into the crowd on the third base side. Brings the count to 0-1. 11-8 our score. South Summit leading the Providence Hall Patriots. Nobody out, runner at second. Here's the delivery on the way, high for a ball. Stepping back into the box is going to be Brooklyn Tuttle, who's 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a triple. Here's a pitch swung on, and that's fouled back over the screen. Third base side out of play that time. Well out of play. Audrey Eckhart not able to retire Brooklyn Tuttle in this game. She's 2 for 2 with a triple, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. Here's the delivery on the way, high for a ball. A 3-run lead for South Summit with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A 3-2 count coming. Or 3-2 pitch coming, excuse me, for Brooklyn Tuttle. Runner at second, here's the pitch. Low for ball 4. Runner at first, runner at second for South Summit, bringing Logan Clegg, the designated player, to the plate. Number 8 hitter, and then Sadie Eiting is the number 9 hitter on deck.
Now batting number 16, Logan Clegg.
Clegg ready for the first pitch from Audrey Eckhart. It's on the way. It's high and inside for a ball. Wildcats trying to stay alive in the state 3A softball tournament. The loser of this game will be done for the season. Providence Hall down by 3 right now. There's the pitch, high for a ball. South Summit started this inning off with a double by Cassidy Eiting and a walk to Brooklyn Tuttle. Now Logan Clegg at the plate. She is 1 for 2 in the game with a single and a strikeout. The delivery on the way. Swing and a miss by Logan Clegg. Sadie Eiting on deck, and then back to the top of the order in the hole with Elena Hansen. Audrey Eckhart spins and fires in the circle. Swing and a pop-up behind the plate into the backstop. And back to the dish will come Logan Clegg. Juab Wasps trying to chip back into the game, but North Stampede has gained another run. They lead 10-2 over Juab in the 6th inning right now in that elimination game. Here's the pitch on the way, high over the catcher's head, and the runners advance to second and third. Logan Clegg with a chance for a 2 RBI single here. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Much needed strikeout that time for the pitcher, Audrey Eckhart, and she gets Logan Clegg for the first out of the inning.
1 out brings up first baseman number 19, Sadie Eiting.
Up now is Sadie Eiting, the number 9 hitter, second and third with 1 out. There's the pitch, low for a ball. Well, we hope the rest of the games can be played this evening. We do have some rain in the distance with cloudy skies and windy now, and hopefully not moving this way. There's the pitch over the head of the catcher. A run comes in to score. Will the play at the plate be there? No, the throw not in time by the catcher. And coming in to score for the South Summit Wildcats is Cassidy Eiting, who led off this inning with a double. Runner goes to third. From first is Brooklyn Tuttle. And Sadie Eiding still at the plate. 12-8. South Summit leads. There's a pop-up, first base side, and then out of play into the stands. A 4-run lead for the South Summit Wildcats here in the bottom of the 4th inning over Providence Hall. South Summit, a couple of state championships in the last few years in Class 2A, moving up to 3A with a new classification change. Battling with some tough 3A teams. Providence Hall wheeling and firing, swinging a ground ball to the hole through the legs of the shortstop, trying to make the play. A run will score for South Summit. Coming in to score is Brooklyn Tuttle, and South Summit leads 13-8. Sadie Eiding with a base hit and an RBI. Elena Hansen will come to the plate.
Number 9, center fielder Elena Hansen.
Here's the pitch on the way. It's up, swinging a foul ball to the left-handed batter. Leadoff hitter Elena Hansen. Elena's 1 for 3 in the game. She scored in the 2nd inning after hitting a single. She grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd inning, and in the 1st, she popped out to the first baseman. On deck, Grace Olson. Runner at first is Sadie Eiding. Here's the pitch, swing, and that one slapped to right field, right at the right fielder who makes the catch. Fantastic play in right field made by Randony Danjanovic.
2 down brings up number 10, left fielder Grace Olson.
So Grace Olson will come up to the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 13-8 South Summit leading Providence Hall. Wheeling and firing. There's a shot to center field. Well hit ball. That's going deep. That is gone. A home run. Drilled out of the park by Grace Olson.
Congratulations.
A 3-run, make that a 2-run shot.
2-run home run. After the game, come up to the scorer's booth for a certificate for a free hot dog.
Grace Olson got all of that one to left center field, and it sails over the fence for a home run. And South Summit now leads 15-8. 3 more runs by the Wildcats with 2 outs. I know it's a long shot, but they could 10-run Providence Hall if they score 3 more runs.
Next batter, number 15, Cassidy Horton.
Sadie Eiding scored on that 2-run blast by Grace Olson. Now Cassidy Horton up at the plate. She is 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored. She's had a whale of a ball game, Cassidy has. She's stolen about 5 bases in this game. She's stolen third 2 or 3 times. 10-3, North St. Pete leading Juab in that elimination game. Here's the pitch on the way. That's low for a ball. No, it's right over for a strike. Just caught the knees. (15-8), South Summit leads. Providence Hall, here's the delivery. Swinging a ground ball, hard hit up the middle. Good for a base hit. Cassidy Horton, 4 for 4 in the game. And now coming up to the plate is Bailey Cernich. Cernich struck out, but made it to first base on a bad throw, and then made it to second last inning. Now the Wildcats have put up 4 runs in this inning with a 2-run shot over the fence by Grace Olson. Now a steal for Cassidy Horton. They're not going to catch her. She steals second easily. I want to see Cassidy Horton steal home. She's stealing so many bases. The daring one is to try to steal home. Can she be like Benny the Jet? Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a shot into left field for a base hit. Horton comes around third. She will come in and score. Another base hit by Bailey Cernich. Actually her first of the game, but another base hit by the Wildcats as she gets a single and an RBI. And Horton scores, making it 16-8. So the Wildcats inching closer to that 10-run rule, as Providence Hall would have only 3 outs in the top half to try to score a run, should South Summit score 2 more here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. We have a timeout, a conference in the circle with the head coach of Providence Hall. We'll take a break on Centricom Channel 10.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
And welcome back to action here on Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena and producer Levi Naylor running the board for us. Runner at second. 2 outs here for South Summit. There's the pitch, swung on, ground ball, base hit between third and short. Coming around third and coming in to score for South Summit. And getting in is Bailey Cernich. And going all the way to third is the player who hit the ball. And that is going to be Amy Lair. Amy Lair with an RBI as Bailey Cernich comes in to score, and the South Summit Wildcats lead 17-8. And now they have a speed-up runner and 1 hit away from getting the 10 runs they need to make this game finish early if they can get 3 outs on Providence Hall in the top half of the inning. Amy Lair will be up to bat. There's a hit. It's going to bounce in for a base hit, and the Wildcats score the run. A little pop up to third, then the English on the ball rolled to the line away from the third baseman coming in to make the play, and that allowed the base runner to get to first base, or the batter to get to first base, and that was Amy Lair. Or check that. That was Cassidy Eiding, my bad.
Now batting number 14, Brooklyn Tuttle.
There's the first pitch. That's in for a ball to the next batter, Brooklyn Tuttle. Wildcats have batted around. They have an 18-8 lead. Here's the pitch on the way. That's inside, gets away from the catcher, and down to second goes Cassidy Eiding. So Amy Lair scores on that hit by Cassidy Eiding. And if the Wildcats can get the Providence Hall Patriots 1-2-3 in the top half of the 5th, this game is over with a 10-run rule. (18-8) our score. At the plate right now is Brooklyn Tuttle. Brooklyn is 2 for 2 with a triple and a double. Here's the pitch, swung on, that one's popped up, out of play, and it hits the press box here. Backside of the backstop. Runner at second base for the Wildcats is Cassidy Eiding. At the plate, Brooklyn Tuttle. Tuttle, the right-handed batter, looking at the pitch from Eckhart. Audrey wheels and deals, outside high for a ball. Juab Wasps coming back in their game. It's 10-5 in the 6th inning, but North Sanpete still leading in that elimination game. Here's the pitch from Eckhart. Swing and a pop-up to the infield. Coming in, the second baseman, shortstop calls her off and makes the catch, and that'll finally end the inning. So the Wildcats of South Summit in the 4th inning put across 7 runs and take an 18-8 lead. They need 3 outs to end this game early with the 10-run rule. Up for the Providence Hall Patriots, J.C. War, the 3-hitter, Caitlin Franz, the 4-hitter, and Emma Franz, the 5-hitter. When we come back here on Centricom Channel 10's coverage of the 3A state softball tournament for the Spanish Fork Softball Complex.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
The stats partner of the UHSAA. First up for Providence Hall will be number 3.
Thanks for joining us again for our coverage of the 3A state softball tournament from the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. Mike Trena and producer Levi Naylor running things. Right now, the Providence Hall Winged Lions, or not Winged Lions, excuse me, the Patriots of Providence Hall need 1 run to extend this game past the 5th inning as they trail 18-8. There's the first pitch and a strike on the outside corner by Lewis to the batter, J.C. War. War is 2 for 3 in the game with 2 singles, a run scored. She grounded out to the second baseman back in the 2nd inning. Now she's at the plate again. Here's the delivery. Swing and a line shot to center field, right at the center fielder. Coming in on the line drive, making the catch is the center fielder, Elena Hansen. So 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And up to bat, Caitlin Franz.
Next batter, number 18, Caitlin Franz.
Franz at the plate, ready to go. Caitlin Lewis trying to close the door on Providence Hall, and there's a ground ball to short. Oh, what a dig at short. The throw to first, out. Oh, what a dig at shortstop made by Cassidy Horton as she catches it on the short hop as she's charging it and fires to the first baseman for the out, Sadie Eiding. 2 outs on Providence Hall. 1 more out. This game is finished with a 10-run rule in the 5th inning. Emma Franz, the number 5 hitter at the plate. Here's the delivery on the way. On the outside corner for a called strike from Lewis.
Batting.
Appreciate our silver sponsors, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azamite, Jones Newell Engineering, and there's a pitch and a base hit up the middle into center field. Nice job by Emma Franz as she gets her 2nd hit of the game. She's 2 for 4 on the day. Also our silver sponsor, Juab County, presenting Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fair this August.
Next batter, number
You can
9,
get your tickets for
Audrey
$20 for reserve seating, or, of course, in the pit, as they say, I guess, for $30. Chair seating. So check that out at JuabCountyFair.com to get your advance tickets now. First pitch, a ball. Comes in to Audrey Eckhart, the pitcher. Here's the delivery from Lewis. That is going to be in there for a strike. 18-8, South Summit leading here in the bottom half, or top half, excuse me, of the 5th inning. Providence Hall at the plate. Providence Hall started off this game with a 5-0 lead after the first half inning. Here's the delivery on the way. Swing and a foul tip back into the catcher for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Providence Hall down to their last strike of their season, as the loser is done for the tournament and for the year. 18-8, South Summit leads. Wheeling and firing is Lewis. Swing and a line shot into right field for a base hit. The season is extended momentarily for Providence Hall. Eckhart goes to first. Emma Franz goes to second. And Janetta Mendel is at the plate.
Next batter, number 12, Janetta Mendel.
In the 2A game, North Sevier and Paiute tied at 2 in that game. Here's the Lewis pitch. First and second, 2 outs. Swing and a line shot into right center field. This one's going to get down for a base hit. A run will score. The 10-run rule will not be in effect in this inning. Another run comes around to score. The throw home is in time and sliding in and out at the plate for the 3rd out. But Providence Hall gets 1 run to prevent the 10-run rule from taking effect. We go to the 6th inning with South Summit leading Providence Hall 18-9. We'll be back after this on Centricom Channel 10.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
One strike away from their season ending, and Providence Hall comes through with a base hit and a run scored to keep their season going and a chance to come back in the last 2 innings, down by 9 to South Summit, 18-9. And maybe a little bit of rejuvenation for Providence Hall after being on the verge of elimination and getting a run there to keep their season alive. And now they have 6 outs to try to manufacture 9 runs to tie this game and send it into extras. South Summit at the plate now. Here's the pitch on the way. A swinging strike 1 on that play. At the plate is Logan Clegg. On deck is Sadie Eiding. 18-9, South Summit with the lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. However, if South Summit does score 1 run here in this inning, then the game is over. But Providence Hall trying to shut the door here and move into the 6th inning. 8-1, Penguich is trailing in that game. Here's a pitch and a swing and a strike. Penguich is playing Altamont. Altamont leading 8-1 in that one. North Sevier is trailing Paiute 3-2 in that game in the 2A ranks in the elimination side. North Sanpete in the 7th inning leading 12-5 over Juab. Juab down to their last 3 outs in that elimination game. Of course, the winner of that North Sanpete Juab game plays the winner of this South Summit Providence Hall game tonight at 6 p.m. with a chance to move on in the 1-loss bracket. Audrey Eckhart in the circle trying to keep this a 9-run game so the 10-run rule isn't in effect. And there's a swing and a miss. She got the strikeout on Logan Clegg. Sadie Eiding will be at the plate now. Sadie is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a fly out to left field, and an RBI single back in the 4th inning.
Number 19, Sadie Eiding.
We're in the 5th, bottom of the 5th with 1 out. Audrey Eckhart with the pitch. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Off balance swing by Sadie Eiding, the first baseman. Back to the top of the order with Elena Hansen. Audrey Eckhart in the circle, wheeling and firing for the Providence Hall Patriots. On the way, and that is a swing. No, it's inside for a ball. Six to 2 in favor of the Paiute team, I believe, over North Sevier. There's a pitch. It's a ball. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning for South Summit, leading Providence Hall 18-9. Back into the box for South Summit is Sadie Eiding. A home run would do it here for the Wildcats. There's a high pitch for ball 4. So a strikeout, then a walk issued by the pitcher, Audrey Eckhart. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Back to the top of the lineup.
Here's a swing and a pop-up over the head of the shortstop. She cannot get to it. A base hit on the slap hit that was dangerous to being called an out, as it could have been caught by the shortstop, but she couldn't get to it. And a base hit by Elena Hansen. So runners at first and second for the Wildcats. The winning run at second with 1 out, and coming to the plate is Grace Olson, who hit a home run her last time up.
Number 10, Grace Olson.
Grace Olson is 2 for 3 in the game with a single, walk, 2 runs scored, and a home run. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Winning run at second, a base hit could win the game for South Summit with a 10-run rule in the bottom of the 5th, 18-9. Here's the pitch to Grace Olson. She squares around a bunt. The ball goes over the head of the catcher. The runners will advance to second and third. The winning run is now 60 feet away with 1 out. Timeout on the talk by the coach to the players of Providence Hall as the winning run is at third base. He's trying to remind them of that, so he's probably going to have the infield in for any type of hit to try to get that runner going home. Otherwise, their season is over, and that's exactly what he's talking about with his team and has them on the same page. We'll keep it here. But then you got the ever-dangerous hitter, the best hitter in the game at the plate right now, in Cassidy Horton. She is 4 for 4 with 4 runs scored. And she's at the plate here to try to win the game for the Wildcats as the bases are jammed.
Cassidy Horton up to bat, number 15.
Bases loaded with Wildcats. Horton, here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up back over the backstop, out of play. (18-9). Wildcats looking for the win. Audrey Eckhart in the circle trying to keep her season alive with an out here on Cassidy Horton. There's the pitch. She hit Cassidy Horton. Hit by pitch. Winning run scores. And South Summit wins 19-9 over the Providence Hall Patriots. We appreciate you joining us for our coverage of the 3A State Softball Tournament as Providence Hall is knocked out of the tournament by South Summit. Our gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, National Vinyl Products, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azamite, Jones & DeMille Engineering, Juab County presenting Restless Heart in Concert, and Beaver Valley Hospital. Thanks for joining us for our coverage of the South Summit Wildcats and the Providence Hall Patriots. And South Summit will move on to play the winner of the North Sanpete Juab game. And right now, the Hawks of North Sanpete lead that elimination game 12-5 in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. So they're about finished with Juab and should be into that game against South Summit coming up at 6 o'clock.